Did you know there is a hidden secret in the Bible that most people are unaware of? Today, we're unveiling the shocking truth about the most mysterious group in the book of Revelation, the 144,000 chosen ones. They have a special mission during the end times. Could you be one of them, or are they already among us? The most surprising question: what happens to those who aren't sealed? Among the many mysteries in the Bible, few are as captivating as the 144,000. Explicitly mentioned in Revelation chapters 7 and 14. This number has sparked profound curiosity among scholars and Christians for centuries. But why is it so significant? And more importantly, what does it reveal about God's plan for the end times? Understanding the context in which this number appears is key. In Revelation 7:4, it refers to a group sealed by God, made up of 12,000 from each of Israel's 12 tribes. The specific mention of these tribes raises intriguing questions. Are they literally descended from Israel? Or does the text use symbolism to represent a spiritual group? The exact number, 144,000, seems to be calculated to symbolize perfection and completeness, as it's the product of 12 times 12 multiplied by 1,000, a number often associated with fullness in biblical narratives. The question remains: are the 144,000 chosen ones literal, or do they represent something greater? Some view the number as symbolic of the universal scope of God's people, while others believe it refers to a literal group set apart for a unique purpose during the Great Tribulation. This debate has kept scholars and believers intrigued, but one thing is certain: the number 144,000 carries profound significance, representing a divine revelation about God's unfolding plan. In Revelation 7:4-8 and Revelation 14:1-5, we're given a detailed yet symbolic vision of the 144,000. These individuals are sealed by God and described as coming from Israel's 12 tribes. However, this doesn't necessarily mean they are literal descendants of Israel, but rather a group that represents God's spiritual people, both Jews and Gentiles, united in faith in the Lamb. One of the most fascinating aspects is that the 144,000 are described as not defiled with women and as virgins, Revelation 14:4. This figurative language points to spiritual purity, indicating a group uniquely set apart to serve God without reservation. Their purity is not about physical literalism, but about their unwavering dedication to God's plan, remaining untainted by the corrupt systems of the world. They are a faithful remnant, chosen to stand firm during the toughest times. The 12 tribes of Israel play an important role in this vision, but it's also noteworthy that the list of tribes in Revelation differs from other biblical lists. For example, the tribe of Dan is absent, while Manasseh, Joseph's son, is included. This variation may carry a theological purpose, symbolizing God's selective care in preparing his people for the fulfillment of his work in the last days. Why are the 144,000 described with such exclusivity? They are presented as the first fruits for God and the Lamb, which signifies their special role in God's divine plan, Revelation 14:4. Marked by a unique song that no one else can learn, their identity and mission point to a level of purity and consecration that sets them apart from other groups in Revelation. Their role is vital during the Great Tribulation. In Revelation 7:3-4, we learn that the 144,000 are sealed on their foreheads with the seal of God. This seal, beyond being a symbol of divine protection, also identifies them as belonging exclusively to God. Their mission is directly tied to God's plan for redemption and judgment during the end times. During the Great Tribulation, a period of intense divine judgment, the 144,000 represent the first fruits of God's redeemed people. Their spiritual purity and unwavering faith make them a living testament to God's grace and power amidst chaos. While the text doesn't detail all their actions, it's clear that their mission is closely related to proclaiming God's message. Much like the trumpets and bowls in Revelation that announce judgment, the 144,000 seem chosen as witnesses to declare God's glory and justice to the world. Their role would be to guide and strengthen the faithful remnant during persecution by the Antichrist system. The seal on their foreheads signifies spiritual protection, differentiating them from those marked by the beast. This echoes the vision in Ezekiel 9:4, where a seal is placed on the righteous to spare them from divine judgment. The seal not only protects them, but also identifies them as part of God's plan, carrying out a mission that transcends the world. As first fruits, the 144,000 are not just the first chosen, but also a reflection of what is to come. They show that even in the Great Tribulation, God preserves and uses a remnant to fulfill His will. Their task of proclaiming the Lamb's message amidst turmoil makes them a crucial link between heaven and earth, a bridge between grace and judgment. The 144,000's journey doesn't end with their mission during the tribulation. Revelation 14:1 presents one of the most significant moments, the 144,000 standing with the Lamb on Mount Zion. This moment marks the culmination of their spiritual journey, a reunion that reveals both the Lamb's victory and the triumph of faithfulness during the Great Tribulation. Mount Zion, often associated with God's presence, is described in Hebrews 12:22 as the heavenly destination of the redeemed. In Revelation, the 144,000 are shown standing on Mount Zion, having remained faithful to the end. This is the ultimate reunion with the Lamb, representing divine redemption. Alongside the Lamb, the 144,000 sing a unique song that no one else can learn, Revelation 14:3. This song is not just music, it symbolizes their unique journey, reflecting their spiritual purity, their mission to proclaim God's message, and their victory over evil. It's an expression of worship born from a life fully surrendered to God's plan. This meeting on Mount Zion also symbolizes victory. The 144,000 faced intense opposition during the Great Tribulation, but their divine seal provided protection and purpose. Standing with the Lamb, they find themselves in the place of highest honor. This moment marks the fulfillment of God's plan, where those who were faithful receive their eternal reward. But this isn't just about celebration. It's also a significant milestone in the unfolding events of Revelation. The 144,000 and their song highlight the central role of the Lamb in God's ultimate victory over evil. Everything revolves around Him, His promises, His sacrifice, and His victory. The 144,000 are not isolated in Scripture. They are part of a larger web of connections that reveal God's ongoing purpose. To fully understand their role, we need to explore passages that relate to their identity and mission. For example, in Ezekiel 9:4, a man marks the foreheads of the righteous to spare them from judgment. Similarly, the 144,000 are sealed to protect them from divine judgment. The blood of the Lamb in Exodus 12 serves as another connection. Just as it protected the Israelites from the final plague in Egypt, the Lamb's blood symbolizes divine protection for those who belong to God. This reinforces the central role of the Lamb in salvation. The faithful remnant also echoes themes in Isaiah 10:22 and Romans 11:5, where God preserves a group that remains loyal to Him. The 144,000 are a testament to God's commitment to fulfilling His promises. Finally, the unique song of the 144,000 mirrors the Song of Moses in Exodus 15:1-18, where the Israelites celebrate their deliverance at the Red Sea. Both songs are responses to divine intervention in impossible situations, highlighting God's faithfulness and triumph over evil. These biblical connections deepen our understanding of the 144,000 and point to God's overarching purpose of redeeming and protecting His people throughout history.